idea, in order to determine the main idea, we're going to be looking at key details in the text. So last Friday, this is a quick review of what we did on Friday before we went off to spring break. So I know it's been a while, so I just wanted to refresh you all's memory. But last Friday, we went over what main idea is. The main idea is what a text is mostly about. Details are all the facts and ideas in a passage that support the main idea or help to explain it. So we went over this graphic organizer, and when we determine our main idea here, we're looking for supporting details. We're looking for three key details that support our main idea. We're looking for supporting details that support our main idea. So today we're going to be looking at a passage. Well, this week we're looking at a passage, and the title of the passage is called What is a Community? So if you guys can remember back to when we were in school and we were using our unravel strategy, the first thing that U stands for underline the title. So I've done that for you guys already. What is a community? Now I want you guys to make a prediction in the chat box. Make a prediction based on the title. What do you think this passage is going to be about? So in the chat box, I want you to write your prediction. What do you think the passage is going to be about based on the title, What is a Community? Okay, Cameron, thank you. I think it is going to be about lots of jobs and helping other people. Okay, Tashawn, what do you think the passage is going to be about? Tashawn, if you can't type, just unmute yourself and let me know. I think this would be about learning about the community. Okay, great. These are great predictions. You guys are using the title to think about what is this passage going to be about. So now we're going to, together, we're going to read just the first paragraph of this passage. Think about the people. Follow along as I read. Think about the people you saw on your way to school today. Maybe you saw a bus driver, a police officer, or a mail carrier. You probably saw business people on their way to work. Once you got to school, you saw teachers, other students, parents, and the principal. All of these people make a community. A community is a group of people who live and work in the same area. So if you guys notice, the title is What is a Community? And in the passage, in the very first paragraph, the author, Clayton James, answers this question, and I've highlighted it for you all. A community is a group of people who live and work in the same area. And also in this first paragraph, they mention some of the people that are a part of the community, such as the bus driver, a police officer, a mail carrier, teachers, students, parents, principals. All of these people make up a community. A community is a group of people who live and work in the same area. So if I were you all, as I'm reading the passage, I'm thinking to myself, maybe the main idea has something to do with a community and the people that are a part of the community. I'm going to keep going. So the rest of the passage, let's read it together. People play different parts to make a community. For example, bus drivers help people get to school or work. And if you see, I've highlighted this and I've pointed this out as a key detail. And a key detail is, if you remember, an important fact or part of the story. So now we're reading the passage and we're trying to come up with the main idea. What is this passage mostly about? So I pointed out this part as a key detail because to me this is something important. I already know we're talking about a community and we're referring to one of the people a part of a community, the bus drivers. Bus drivers help people get to school or work. So this is telling me about a person or people a part of the community, and it's telling me what they do in the community. They help people get to school or work. I'm going to keep reading. Police officers make sure people follow the laws and stay safe. Business people make or sell the things we buy. Parents and teachers make sure children have what they need to learn and be safe. Students learn so they can become good parents and workers. You are a part of your community too. You can do things to make a difference. You can help keep your neighborhood clean. You can follow rules and laws. You can help others who are in need. Communities work best when people do their jobs and help each other. You and everyone around you work together to make a community. So again, I pointed out this first part, bus drivers help people get to school or work, as a key detail because it is telling me about some of the people a part of the community, and it's telling me how they contribute to the community or what they do in the community. So this is a key detail. Remember, we're thinking about key details that will determine or help us determine our main idea. Main idea being what the passage is mostly about. So remember, key details are important facts in the story. Can you find another key detail in this story? So I've given you one. I've highlighted one for you. I want you guys to point out another key detail in the story and write it in the chat box. So you're rereading the passage, skimming through it, and you're finding another important part of the story. Maybe the passage mentions another person or other people a part of the community and how they help or contribute to the community. Those are important facts or key details in the story. Cameron said, you can help others in need. That's great, Cameron, and you actually just reminded me. Make sure that you're telling me what paragraph you're finding this key detail in. So I found my first key detail, bus drivers help people get to school or work, in paragraph 2. I know it's paragraph 2 because of this little 2 up here. So tell me, what's your key detail and what paragraph did you find it in? Oh. But good job, Cameron.
Well, can I still type it in?
Say that again?
Well, can I still type it in?
Yes, you can, of course. Still type it in.
Okay.
She found her key detail in paragraph 3. You can help others who are in need. That's the last sentence of paragraph 3. And it's talking about you, as in students, me, Miss Lewis, we are a part of the community too. Now, Tyshawn, try to find a different example from Cameron. What is another key detail? What other people does the author mention in the story? What does the author say that they do? How do they help the community?
Tyshawn, if you're having trouble typing, go ahead and just say it.
You talking about L? I was typing.
Okay. Okay, as we're almost finished, so as Tyshawn, you can continue typing, and for the sake of time, I'm just gonna move on to if you have any questions, you can also ask them. Okay, he says in paragraph 4, communities work best when people do their job and help each other. Okay, so that can be a key detail, but I'm also thinking, maybe that might be our main idea, because the passage is talking about a community and the different people a part of the community. So we want to focus, our key details are important facts that focus on the overall message in the story, or what the story is mostly about. Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. You can unmute yourself since it's just two of you. Okay, Ayana, I think it is about communities work best when people do their job. Okay, this part, I'm going to allow you guys to unmute yourself and ask any questions that you have about finding key details, searching for the main idea. How do I find key details? How do I know something is a key detail? How do I know something is not important? This is your opportunity to unmute yourself and ask any questions, and then I'm going to take some time to show you guys how you can access your class notebook. If you don't have any questions, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, Cameron, Tyshawn, Ayana, are you good? Okay, great. So our next steps, I'm going to show you guys how to access your class notebook, and you're going to, after you finish your math class and maybe during your break or even after social studies later, this is something that needs to be done today so that we can move on for tomorrow. You're going to highlight 2 more key details in the passage. Complete at least 15 minutes of your iReady reading lessons. If you have not done so already, create your vocabulary account and complete all of the assignments on there.